Oh, Frank. Our... Well, actually, we think they're all sold now. And we didn't even get the video posted. Well, we won't know until next week, but we think they're all gone. I guess we'll have to have a video of them. But first, do you remember Hannes Slanus from Austria? He's the one that was in my Skylon Tower video. There it is right there. Up in Canada, we found a hang-on, a cockpit, and he rescued one from the dredges of the dumpster, and I featured it in that video. Well, he uncovered this most unique warehouse full of games. Wait until you see this video he sent me.
Da musst du
Zurückgehängt hat er alle dran, glaube ich nicht. Ne?
Da musst du aufpassen, ich bin da drüber gestiegen das letzte Mal, weil ich mir nicht...
Ja. Bin ja nicht so sicher. Und dann tust du schon richtig nicht.
Das ist ein Wahnsinn, WrestleMania hat gar nicht so wenig gegeben, ich glaube.
Thomas! Komm rauf da!
Spaces, Berserk. Bin schon dreckig.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Until we came back to you.
Frank, why do you continue to tear me apart?
Because you make it so easy.
Well, Frank, I was going to give you a treat.
You ate them all, though, already?
I was going to let you talk about this 8-ball that has defied expectations.
Because I worked on it.
That's right. 40 years old. And this 8-ball looks like it just was made. Now,
Well, I can really take credit for the electronics and the mechanicals. Steve
Frank
did
did
the magic.
the... Well, actually, you did the playfield.
I did the playfield, but
Yes.
it's Steve's magic touch that made it look
Let
so
me turn the
perfect.
light back on because this is just so incredibly beautiful. The back glass is near perfect. The head, the paint. Look at this. It's a masterwork. Frank, this is a masterwork. 40 years old. And guess where this is going? It's going in a private car museum that is going to have it on display in and amongst some 1950s cars. What a perfect, gorgeous machine. And Frank, because you did it, I'm going to take the camera and let you film. How's that sound?
What? You're not being the spotlight for once? The viewers are really getting a treat. Except they gotta look at me.
But, well, you know, I can keep the camera on me and not on you. See,
That's
look.
even better yet.
See, look. Now, look at this beautiful game, isn't it? Frank, the camera does wonders for me, doesn't it?
It adds 900 pounds. Yeah.
Oh! Now, listen, Tuballard. Oh, now I can do it. Look. There is
You're
big-
literally looking at something else. I won't say it. No, I don't swing that way. I told you that before in the office.
I
I'll tell you.
like the haircut, too. I always did.
At least I have hair.
And look, the White Rose Game Room show.
Right.
We love doing that show.
And you talk about, let go. Somebody who doesn't have hair talks about somebody that does. Hypocrite much?
Oh, Frank.
All right. So back to the game.
Okay, let's go.
These older games, you know, like Jay adds a lot of extra stuff on the newer games that have a lot of toys and stuff like that. You can do that. But these older games, it's simple. I just did them with a warm white, with the exception of here. I just did reds under the ball guides just to highlight that. The only other thing I did was I added a couple of fire LEDs. I added one here behind the 8-ball shot. And I thought it would look really cool behind the jukebox to kind of make it look like it's
That's
flickering.
It's
Don't cut
beautiful.
yourself.
Looks like the record player's
Yeah,
playing.
and then a couple of pull
tubes.
balls where the bulbs were positioned right. I could put some purple, orange, yellow, and red in there, and then just went
beautiful.
with the standard stuff. I like doing red for game over and tilt. Otherwise, I just use white everywhere else, just because.
So there's
except for
all the
line.
incandescent lighting is gone.
Yep.
And
Never
it's
ever
replaced
have.
with LED. You can see the fire. They're from Comet Pinball.
Yeah.
Do you see how they work? The one light stays on.
And then it flickers.
And then the
between
other
yellow, red,
three.
and white.
Move. It's hard that the camera doesn't.
And then inside the head, we did all the usual stuff, cleaned and resoldered all of the display connectors there, so they're nice and clean. Have the new All-Tech board in here for the lamp driver to reduce the flickering.
Yes, those are available for sale. They did go up in price. They're $119 a piece now, but they get rid of most of the flickering.
They do take care of a good chunk of it. Service the original logic board. On these older Bally boards, you got to do the sockets. You have to. The board gets a little bit of flex. It doesn't start.
So these have all brand new.
and this had the yellow
sockets.
ones in there, so I even took all the ones that were in here out altogether.
And then I see that miracle board that you make.
It fits right in there.
Isn't that a beautiful board? We have them for sale. They're $13.99 plus shipping. And once you put it in, and Frank, tell them about that blocking diode.
The diode is built into the board because on this particular system there was a resistor here, and you don't need to take it out. The only thing you have to do when you get this board is remove your old battery, clean the holes out. Of course, if you already have any acid damage, you got to clean that up. Fix any, sometimes the traces might get a little worn out. You can use a little bit of copper foil or even a jumper wire, and then put this in. Then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
And then about every 3, 4, 5 years, you change the cell.
Yep. And on this game, you won't know until it just doesn't save your high scores anymore. So you can do it in about 3 or 4 years
But
if
the
you want.
best
with the
thing is
power
it'll
on.
never leak and ruin that
Yeah.
board. That board will probably run for 40 more years.
It'll outlive all of us.
Yeah,
Especially
it will.
since we rebuilt the whole thing now. And then the driver board's been serviced. Replaced the caps, the high voltage
Capacitors
cap
there.
behind here.
I see you also flip the fuse holder.
I take both old fuse clips out, flip this one around, leave that one in its original position. This way you can just use a standard...
Now, I see you have, there's a piece of protected glass. Is that to prevent you from getting a shock?
Yeah, but I'm not dumb, so I won't get electrocuted.
Well, come on, please put your finger in there. Can I, please? Ah!
That's so stupid. What isn't stupid is this system. This is such a great system. For the first iteration of a solid-state game, this is the only system that actually uses computer-controlled coils, whereas all the other games had a high-voltage switch to fire the coil and a low-voltage switch for the points. This doesn't need all that. It's so much less wiring. Such a great system. The Bally MPU system was definitely the best. Chris did this for me, which was nice because I hate doing them. It's a pain in the neck taking those bridges out. So that's all rebuilt.
The bridges have brand new bridges.
The bridges have brand new bridges, yes. Yep, the bridges have brand new bridges. It's very important. Make sure your bridges have new bridges.
We bought the bridges from Marco's Specialties.
But they're brand new bridges, right? Are they new bridges or are they used bridges? Or do you have to bridge your bridges?
Well, we saved the old bridges.
Usedbridges.com.
Back glass is almost perfect. Steven only had to do the tiniest bit of color touch-up from his palette of paint. Actually, somebody wanted to know, real quick, I'm just going to show people. These are the different paints he gets. You can get these from the local stores. Delta's from, believe it or not, Home Depot sells Delta paint. And you have to order it by mail, but it's faster that way. Then he gets larger containers. You can see he's always mixing. This man just knows exactly.
He does it by eye, which is definitely a skill to be able to mix paint by eye and match them up near perfect. So underneath, all the mechanisms are rebuilt, all new sleeves. The action on the pop bumpers is phenomenal.
Okay, now you changed all the parts on the pop bumpers. I noticed.
The only parts that are changed is the sleeve, the metal plate here, and the Bakelite plate. That's it. Everything else is original. The switches are all taken apart and cleaned. All of these are burnished. Every single one. It makes the action phenomenal.
Oh, I see you changed the capacitor here.
Yeah, if they're broken off or they look original, we change them because they do cause switch issues. So.
Now, by putting that new cap on, it means that when you hit the switch,
it holds a little bit of
fast,
a charge and just makes it.
It makes the switch work. If you don't have these caps on, your switches that get hit by the ball hard, they may not record.
Yeah, rollovers don't really need it.
Yeah, rollovers don't. And then this definitely needs it.
Yes.
This is the top star. I see you took the star out,
yep,
too.
I put a clear in there with a green bulb because originally had a green star. So it looks really
It looks better.
Yeah.
Because and when it's
clear.
off, it looks clear. And plunges and links from Steve at Pinball.
Yep. New end of stroke switches.
Yeah, we always end the stroke. I also noticed, Frank, you changed the cabinet switches,
Yep,
too.
you got to do them. You got to take apart. I take these apart and wash everything. Hit them with some Brillo. I mean, they get a little bit of rust. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. Wash out the boxes here.
The sound boxes.
Yep, the sound boxes. Had to change one coil. And these washers, these rubber grommets are actually perfect. I've never seen them where they didn't fall apart when you take them apart.
Usually we have to change them.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Frank. It talks about the varistor. Do you know what a varistor is?
Yeah, put a new one in. It's right there, the blue thingy. The blue pancake. It's don't need it, though. It's not anymore.
See that? Now,
Put a new line cord on.
a varistor is actually a surge protector. If you buy a surge protector outlet strip, it has one of those varisistors in it. That's it.
Well, usually it's a resettable circuit breaker, but it does the same thing.
And what happens is if you have a surge on your power, it'll come through the line, even if the machine's off, and it could blow out your machine, your whatever's plugged in, your microwave oven, your TV. But it'll hit that varistor first, and the varistor will blow up.
It'll short out and blow the fuse.
But the machine is safe. Your electronics are safe. That's what a surge protector does, and that's what the varistor is. And we buy tons of varisistors.
120, 130 volt, and anything above that, it'll short out and blow your fuse. And that's what you want it to do.
Boom.
And sometimes they fail on their own, so when I put a new line cord in, I just put in a new one.
Right. So we have a new cord on this too, to go with this gorgeous new artwork. Oh, it's beautiful.
Game action.
I'm going to turn the lights off.
Look at the pop bumpers, how responsive they are. Now, this already had new bodies and rings and everything on
they're
there.
new bodies.
They were already done, so I just redid everything underneath.
Oh, and the caps are brand new. We got the caps from Classic Arcade. Oh, there's that jukebox. Look at
Isn't that neat? I thought that would be really cool. Simple and simple. Doesn't need a whole lot.
Look at how beautiful the green lights. Very nice.
Switches are all nice and responsive. It is great. Keep it clean, it'll give you years of trouble-free operation.
Well, it should. Definitely should.
Unless you don't take care of it. Don't call off.
That's true. Well, one more game to show you. This is Pinbot. 12,001 were made. Now, Frank, an extra one. 12,001. But do you know that this is our 72nd Pinbot we have sold? 72 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21. That's a lot of Pinbots.
What did you do with all the money?
Oh, it's gone. But this one has more stuff in it than the last one. Frank, do you think the last guy's going to be even more upset?
Yeah, but not as upset as this guy's going to be when he sees the next one.
Oh, yes, that's right. We keep adding. We keep trying to add. Look at the color choices back here with the LEDs. Beautiful. They're red. The red and the blue. He asked us to do
the sun is awesome.
the red and blue. Yes, where's the sun? Oh, right here. Well, we got that one. And then this fire up here. We did that before. But then he put a fire in back here. He's got a fire up here burning merrily away. And he decided to put clear bumpers here and color, fast blinking color changes from Comet. And then Comet strips, the blue, the red, and then the white to light this centerpiece. Cabinet is exquisite. We had sold this game years ago, and it was in beautiful shape. It was traded into us. Dome is perfect. Not a crack in it. And look.
What about your dome?
It's almost perfect. And look, our light-o-matics. That's right. Aren't they nice? Blue and red. Aren't we great? Aren't we great?
No.
Oh, the thumbs down. Not you, Frank. You're. Somebody
Hold
said.
on, I gotta go sign one so I can put some thumbs
Frank,
down.
somebody said you were actually doing that and putting thumbs down on our videos.
I do. I have 80 accounts.
Hey, listen. I have, lastly, to share with you. We shipped out that Joust and the Robotron overhauls. He shipped them to us, then we overhauled them. Boy, did they turn out nice. Gorgeous. And Andrew got them, and he took a picture of them in his game room. Look at that. He looks very happy, doesn't he, Frank?
Thrilled.
And finally, Courtney asked for my autographed picture, which I sent right out. You know, I'll send you one, too. If you send it right there, I'll mail you one. Doesn't matter where in the world you are. We ship them everywhere. But doesn't she look happy there? She is so happy to have my smiling face, and she's holding my card. What do you think, Frank?
She's going to keep it in her pocket because you never know when you might go somewhere and there's no toilet paper. That card will come in just handy.
You know, I have to tell you, I asked Frank to think of something to say when I said that line. So it was technically unscripted.
Actually, it wasn't because I planned on saying something else, so...
Oh,
Oh no.
good night.